What's up, XRP holders? Today is a big day. The Federal Reserve is meeting and markets are almost certain that we'll finally see the first rate cut of 2025. The expectation is a 25 basis point cut, but some people think that a surprise 50 points is possible. Now, the last time back on the 30th of July, the Fed kept the rates unchanged and XRP dropped more than 13% after that decision in the hours and days after. But yeah, the market has been waiting for this moment. Rate cuts mean cheaper money, more liquidity, and usually stronger appetite for risk assets like crypto and XRP. So a rate cut today with a dovish tone from Jerome Powell could of course fuel a massive rally. So expect a lot of volatility later today as soon as Jerome Powell speaks. If the Fed confirms more cuts ahead, then this could be a major trigger for much more upside in the crypto market. Now, talking about the XRP trend here on the daily time frame, we are still clearly seeing higher highs with higher lows since April earlier this year, and XRP recently broke out from this some sort of a falling wedge or channel, bullish channel here. We are currently trading above this channel, so I expect continuation to the upside. The first major target that I'm eyeing here in the immediate short term, if we see more upside, comes in at around 360, then $4, $4.50, and maybe even higher. We're also getting very close to a bullish crossover here on the 2 daily MACD for XRP. To be clear, this bullish crossover has not been confirmed just yet, but down below you can see that we are getting extremely close to that crossover. And the last time that we had a bullish crossover on the 2-day MACD for XRP, we saw huge upside in the price. So this is also suggesting to us that bullish momentum is increasing and that we can potentially expect much more upside for XRP and for crypto. But guys, keep in mind, this is the altcoin season index, and whenever we are above 75 on this index, risk on a pullback in the crypto market is of course increasing, and we're currently seeing 78 on this index, so just be aware of that, guys. And by the way, if you want to buy or trade your crypto or XRP, I would highly recommend to do that over on Phemex. If you use my link down below, which is the first link, then you can claim a free $250 as a trading bonus. All you need to do is you need to sign up an account with my specific link, you need to follow the deposit requirements, and then you can claim your free $250 to trade with over on Phemex. Keep in mind, Phemex is an ebook exchange which puts them in the same category as Bybit, Binance, for example. High liquidity, wide selection of available altcoins, and very cheap trading fees if you use my link down below. Check it out. Alternatively, you can also trade on AscendEX. That is the second link down below. No KYC required. Huge welcome bonuses as well. Going back to XRP on the weekly time frame, and here I've enabled the Gaussian channel, and you can see that the current price action here of the bull run 2024 into 2025 looks very similar to the one from 2017, because in 2017 we also had a multi-month consolidation phase before eventually the next breakout higher, and in 2017 to 2018 the XRP price also held very nicely above the Gaussian channel. And right now, guys, we are seeing something similar. We're holding above the Gaussian channel. We had a multi-month correction, and I think XRP is possibly in that last major move higher of the cycle. And guys, long term we are definitely losing momentum here for XRP on the weekly time frame, because if you focus on the right hand side of the screen, you can clearly see higher highs in the XRP price but lower highs on the RSI, and we saw the same thing in the bull run from 2020. Lower highs on the RSI but higher highs on the weekly time frame for XRP, and eventually that led to a new bear market for XRP, just like it happened for Bitcoin in 2021. Bitcoin is also losing a lot of momentum, where the price is forming higher highs but the RSI is not following and is creating lower highs, so clearly a bearish divergence, and eventually this could lead to a bigger correction, a multi-month correction in the crypto market. Not guaranteed, of course, just going with the probabilities here. And this chart also shows it very nicely that we could enter that blow off top phase here of the cycle. If you look at the left hand side of the screen, you can see that the price action looks very similar to the current price action. We had a major breakout above the weekly EMA ribbons for XRP, a huge pump to the upside, then a multi-month consolidation phase before eventually that next major move higher. And as soon as XRP lost the EMA ribbons with weekly closes. That confirmed the bear market, and from that point we saw a correction of 74% to the downside. If you focus on the current price action, XRP broke above the EMA ribbons in 2024, a very strong move, massive move to the upside. Then multi-month sideways price action, a correction, still holding above the ribbons, and it looks like XRP is gearing up for that last major push higher here of the cycle. Let's see how this will play out, of course, but as long as we're holding above the weekly EMA ribbons, there's nothing to worry about, and we are currently still in a bull market. And it's not just XRP, of course, because we can also see that H-bar is currently compressing. The price is getting squeezed here into an apex if we look at the Bollinger Bands on the 3-day time frame. And the last time that we saw such a big compression for H-bar was at the end of 2024, before that monster pump to the upside. So volatility is very low right now. This is the moment of opportunity. We're still in an uptrend, guys, to be clear. So I expect that we could see a breakout from any moment. And we can also see the same thing for Pepe, for example. This meme coin is also heavily getting compressed here into an apex. We have this downward sloping resistance, upward sloping support line. We are in the apex, so from any moment we could see that breakout. And guys, I'm sharing all of these trade setups in my trade signal group. The link to my Patreon is down below, so if you're interested, definitely check it out. But this was it for today's XRP analysis. Hopefully the video was helpful. If it was, don't forget to like the video, of course, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you very soon with another XRP update. Bye bye.